Hi guys, thanks very much for clicking on this video. If you have clicked on this video, you're probably interested in doing the Biker Down course. Now, that's a very good course, and we're going to go through what exactly the Biker Down course is about in today's video. I've just completed it a couple of days ago now. We're going to jump on the bike, have a little ride, so join me for that, grab a tea, we'll go through the basics and the fundamentals of what the Biker Down course is about. And most importantly, whether or not I think it's worth your time. See you in a minute.
So Biker Down, just to give you a brief overview of what Biker Down actually is a course that's run by the emergency services, specifically the fire service. And their general aim is to give you, as a motorcyclist, or anyone really, you can go on the course regardless if you're a motorcyclist, a car driver, if you're a lorry driver, or even just someone who wants to do the course to have that knowledge. It's a totally free course as well. So the aim of the course is to give you an understanding of such things like scene management. So if you're riding on like I am right now and I see a motorcyclist in front of me who's come off, is unresponsive, or even if they are responsive, I have the tools now, I have the knowledge and the confidence to go to that person and deal with it in the best way I possibly can. You know, I'm not going to say I'm going to perform open surgery on that person in the middle of the road and save their life. However, I can do the best I can to my ability to ensure that their chances of survival are up there. Now, for me, that's a no-brainer, to be honest. For any motorcyclist or car driver, anyone who has a right to be on the road should do a course like this. It's such a good idea, and essentially having the confidence and knowledge of what to do at the scene of an accident is just such good. I feel good about myself. I feel good that I can now deal with something if for example, one of my friends has an accident. You know, I'm sure you've all been riding with someone who might have come off at some point. It's only a matter of time. Oh, we're behind a tractor, at least you can probably hear me better. Anyway, so the course is split up into, I think, 4 modules. I'm not going to go through what each module is because I don't honestly know, but they covered the basics, like I just mentioned, such as CPR. I haven't done CPR in a long time, especially since COVID has happened. You know, a few changes have been made. They taught us CPR without breathing into the victim or patient's mouth, for example, and that was different to what I've learned previously, but you know, that's kind of irrelevant. The course also helps you, or they teach you how to take a helmet off at an accident if you need to, if it's necessary. I had no idea how to take a helmet off a motorcyclist if they had an accident. I was always under the impression, which I don't know where this has come from when I think about it, I don't know where the whole never take the motorcyclist's helmet off at a scene of an accident, it's the worst thing to do and all that stuff. But yeah, I was, you know, they taught me differently, if I'm honest with you. I won't tell you what they taught me. If you want to learn it, you can go and do it yourself and get the knowledge for yourself. Like I said, I'm not a teacher or an expert in any way. But I learned that, which was, you know, really good. We got to physically practice it, do some practical demonstrations, for example, on each other. The course was only about, I don't know, 15 people, and booking the course can be a little bit tricky, if I'm honest. I believe the Biker Down courses are split to wherever the fire station is that's local to you that's doing it. So what I would do if you want to book a Biker Down course is go online, go to your local fire services website, see if they do it, and if they do, that's great. There's usually an email to contact, and you can book yourself on via the email, and that's how I did it. I was trying to keep up with what Biker Down courses were happening around the place, but I found it quite difficult to actually know when they were happening. But I think it's a relatively young course, I would say. I know they've done it before, so you know, it's been out for a while, but I don't think it's been not very well pushed out, but like not pushed loads, let's say. And I think local fire services and stations are just setting up, you know, their Instagrams and Facebooks and stuff like that, just to advertise it a bit better and get on top of it. such a valuable course, honestly. I can't recommend any of you do it enough, especially if you ride with your friends and you know, or your partners and stuff like that, and knowing how to deal with that person if they are, you know, badly injured is a definite plus. So take it from me, who's done the course, it's valuable. I can't see it there. Mud. It's that time of the year when there's just mud everywhere. Such a horrendous time of year. It's getting cold and the mud is out. Chalk and mud everywhere. Especially here where I live, countryside. So yeah, I was super impressed with the course. I couldn't recommend it enough. And the course was about, I think it was about 6 PM till 10 PM. They don't promise you refreshments. I think that's up to the fire station themselves. I did my course at Bognor Regis fire station, and the guys there, I couldn't have asked for better teachers, to be honest with you. They were super friendly, very nice. They knew exactly what they were talking about, with obviously first-hand experience. And they all had, I remember that when they were talking to me about how many years in the industry they've had, and it was like, bloody hell, I could add that up into the hundreds. So yeah, I was super impressed. And another thing you get to learn about is helmets. We had an expert on helmets come in and talk about, you know, why you change the helmet every X amount of years, why that is a thing, what happens to it. And they've got a cutout of a helmet telling you what exactly in the helmet degrades and why it is you need to buy a new one. They are expensive, don't get me wrong. It's one of those things when you have a motorbike and you're a biker, you have to buy a helmet every X amount of years. And take it from me, I know the pain of buying helmets, especially when I bought mine. I bought a Shoei X-Spirit 3. It's not a cheap helmet, and yeah, knowing that in a few years time I'm gonna have to buy another one is painful. Slippery around here today. Another thing they talk about in Biker Down is the science of being seen and the science of scene management, like I mentioned before. I've already been through the scene management part of it. That's something you get to learn, but the science of being seen is another interesting thing. I mean, I'm quite naive to being, well, I'm no one to talk about being seen. I don't wear any high-vis stuff apart from the clothes that I've got on, which are quite bright, like my boots. But when you think about it, and in the detail that they explain, for example, I can wear a high-vis jacket, but if I'm in the autumn, well, the leaves are falling and they're all yellow, it doesn't really do its job as well as it could be. And it teaches you about different high-vises for different situations. It's not something I've ever thought about, to be honest. I thought a high-vis is a high-vis. You're helping yourself by wearing one, and it's true, you are helping yourself. However, you can help yourself even more by wearing one that's suitable for your environment. And that's something that I learned in that course, which was really actually quite, you know, quite interesting. That was a nice house. Just waking up all the people of this nice village. Oh, eggs. Could buy some eggs. So that's about it really, guys. I just wanted to give you a brief overview as to what Biker Down actually, what it was about, and my experience of it, which was, in all honesty, 100% positive. I have no negative things to say about Biker Down. All the guys that did the course, all the emergency services were excellent. They all did it in their own time, which is incredible. They deserve more money than what they get. So I can't thank them enough. And 100%, if you're thinking about doing it, look into it and go and do it. It will potentially save someone's life. Hope you found this video helpful, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in as always. If you haven't subbed, please consider it. Please give my video a like if you found it helpful, and I will catch you at the next one. Stay safe. Bye bye.